Eno eye UTV Ghana. Uko Facebook abetimi ahwe live e free ho. Enyumako bi under Roma no maso yasene ama ye de prem to breakfast ye boyi ye de ebremo this way chocolate drink. De ohia eye ensuo hia wi awunya bi na sa wono mu a eboa yie papa. De ehia nsa obenya ensuo hia ketua bi a wo de be hono ewi abo entisa na wo so ye no. Na afa wape ice cubes eno so na wo de agum. Na unya brodo ye free phone no mu anase pie bi a ehia eno de boso a snack papa nkwada no amuntu bi ema omo se obako school no anto bi ama no a ha adwene koto ebi ne fa mane no na emwa no na demu ni nyina no wo sori atimi akoyie de ama no ye wo special ice mineral water ensuo a esefata so obie nya bi wo kamu office efie ba bia na wape bi ato na oni ebusua no so manom ebeboa epa yensu project say water is life it is ensuo ye nkwade a eye eno pe special ice mineral water no enesese ope na wanom bi ye was special drinks a eno so eye anonom de eye ahodo pi ye hia bi e wo ba bi awiabo se ye de ahye fridge mama ehu tin fifre say a chile no eno so eboa ye e ma etimi e refresh ye papa ahodo ye adwuma na bra na afi wa per special energy ni bi so na wanom your best point savings and loans wudu sika kokoto a wo hawo eni akire eno so aboa e ma wudwumade bi a wudi wo sika sam no ekoyie sanso ene your best assurance ene best pensioner wo mo ene nwumeko o maso ya sene ama ye de kase boyi e ba na de edi mu akotene bi ene se petition Ora John Dramani Mahama ediko PM Supreme Court nene epanifo akọ asetena ewo mu omugu so eka eho ensem Oblogbo Health Center sabre ya yeka say wo mo enya maternity ward wa eho so ye de eho nsem no ebebrem sanso na Camp 15 Islamic EA school wo mo de adesrede to empanimfo anim say wo mo hia classroom foforo na ye bia school yi ene nkwada a wo bope so ni corona idie ebe ye den ye bekọ na yakwa akohwe ne wo mo adesrede nsem bi ka ho na mede ebrem wo kasebo mi din de Akosua Sarpong Africa se bono emu ensem eni so manfo ebeka ya ensem agodo pi na akoso ewo 8th parliament me wo 4th republic ye kan na eye January da etoso enson abra emrahye bedwafo wonom ekọ asetena edi kan no mkọ akohwe eyi speaker de esiye no na ya ade bia na eha adwene papa eha Ghana fo nyina eno enam so ema mpanifo dodo no a eno omo eche se fata se emrahye bedwafo ba abonten na nko mbepa Ghana fo achew esan se wo hwe ya mamre ne ya mane a ewo manmu a obuo kese pa ya ade bia ehia ye yie a ye ka ho asem ebra no enu nti nipa dodo no na o makasa de afa ho enipa ba kwa wono so de na no atomu ebie won de free edana nkasa kra na hyebedwafo wo mra hyebedwam no Professor Jampo wakasa saa na o che se ese fata se mra hyebedwafo ba abonten no mbepa Ghana fo achew ebinum so kra eka se mra hyebedwafo a ehu wo mo na mo ya basabasa no anka ebe ya anka ye ntwe wo maso ebu ho kra mo che se yemfa sanction ento wonom eso we mu nyina eye adwentoato a na no na Professor Jampo eche se wonne enkrofo dodo na abeye adwene se wofumu a eye a esefata se obepa achew eti epa Ghana fo achew na sa sotwe bi so wo ho na wo se eba ana hyehye ye bi wo ho e wo se hyehye de to ho a anka ebeboa pa
Senior American it typifies it's a feature of a country that has a hang parliament and as a country that on parliament you know political parties no on neck to neck obi ahoden pepepe sanity
now it's normal
no it is normal for every hang parliament bia no says when the political parties are more or less equal strength normal bi da nia okase obi obeka se eguye ni mu ase no se ne amedi nkankan no since 1992 no political party bia ebewi ni the executive presidency no omonso nya overwhelming majority in parliament na so mo overwhelming majority in parliament na it is not possible say adea ekoso yi ebekoso because mo amahode ya he but say be bia yedu no ahode no aye more or less the same enti no sa ne beba no but because sa ne beba na esese ye tie ase nsusu ne se mate se bebrebi enipa bi ka se esese ye pachew omo pacha won na sefo to some extent no many omo ya adwen e de kire se oman bia ebetu mpon a age se omo culture enso e den e ka omo ho. No nation develop without its own cultural practices. Yaka culture, it refers to the sum totality of a people's way of life. Now, the sum totality of a people's way of life, you are talking about the way they talk, what they dress, the food they eat, how they exist, whether peacefully and as they be omo kontokwa. Now, what in Ghana, your culture now, we are tolerant, we are respectful, we are courteous, and what certain cultural upbringing in cultural near bia amma basis abre no wo ye bibia no Ghana ne ja wo mfa amanyame na so for that's our culture. Would you compare your friend is saying South Africa for instance are giving the apartheid struggle, you know, members of parliament to call parliament so mo kan some because omo no apartheid ne send your mo konto kwa na se fonti no mo sua eniadin bi a aka omo culture ne omo upbringing ehun ene na se
but say colonize yenti
they be colonize yen but kwan a ye fa so fight for colonial ye fight say colonial
freedom
and this is South Africa for apartheid fighting well enti no your culture no a frown on Sanya Mana a course of parliament.
I see.
And I may cancel or mind be asked to Poma. I just a one so or culture.
Enra school do no a yebeka say school nyina e war omaimu wo mu bie san coronavirus nti boso me be se edunie na wonom enko school eno nti amaye nsentwerefo ate won ho agu school ahodo ni mu a wo mo hwese de esi etie enra na ye day 1 enne ye day 2 san ena school ni bi esitie yenko yensentwero ni jesi amankwa ho e wo asama kese na yemisa ne se ho nsoso de no san na esi ekọ jesi wotemenka ama he
Mejo so Akosua.
Yo, nyoma ti sen wo ho.
Boko na Akosua my first day at school and then my prabo no me the be mu at my kesi West Akin Municipal Hanom.
Okay.
Na schools be anan and I'm doing bo anan e ko honom.
Okay.
Me di kan ko at my kesi Presby A and B. As yan ko hwe omo kindergarten na wo so no. Me me di mani chere esu fori MA primary school. Me siam bo anan ko accounting any Akantim Methodist Primary. Now, me born 9 no COVID-19 protocols Akosua many so ye pa teacher for ide enyama atoto akwemu aban be kabaketa answer na kola be school me tikan aworo onsa nkola no so ba no smart ide sise bia ene ade na makọ bonum no na me kosia menti no ba ni dani atamanka MC honorable state odroboadu ono na da atamanka ono so for apro na pro bonum no mi hu se na o tiche nkola ni bi books any pencil any drinks ni na kade any aban squatter de emefo no ni atete ni friend kokonteni abenkwan no o tiche won bia kama any ade na mi tube na me ni twin komo na o chere nkola toto fifi ni go a pe no mo best school na person behwe se dia COVID-19 humbambo sem no o hwese ni schools num ekoye efa ni ade me ni na twin komo na o chere awofo se o chere on aban no na famu die bebre nti esoji awofo no so se nkola ni best school a mbambo sem dia o de omde be ma nkola no se do mo best school COVID-19 un sensem no ombe secure ewo hono ombo modian se aban no awofo no ebetime provide logistics no e de ama nkola
Jesse mami misa we wo de wa probo no ekọ school be sen anan a wo kokọ hweye wo hwe wo mo sitting said ye wo mo si etete no yes social distancing and also eka protocols no bi enti uko aye no sign le sitie omo atete wo mo ntem anai san se nkonwa no so nti wo makeka abo ho sign na usi hu no
se da bi hu na Akosua nkola no o matete wo ntem yi na mu keji fo no eno na problem kakra wo ho on se nkola no we fi ha no akocha we nchen se tite ni krampo Eskaka kolan so ntena ha obetwa na ni akwa ba na kola na kocha na yonko nchen even no smart na nkasa wo share problem kaka bi hu ye ni sa Akosua no smart na kola na ko ho ba ko kwari mu so di no smart na se na no worry na no ni problem kese a enkwala tetofo for
wedding fee be say
o fie be ifia 9
okay 4 years dey on shada nye elisa okay
okay enkwala mi nu so do mo ko no smart we say Midday efu we say Midday efesin wo de no and adani ntokwa e wo ntem anu okun no smart no
okay
enkwala ne de COVID-19 protocols no anu na akakaka Akosua e wo no
okay Jesse yebeda se ene amanebo yebeda se papa yensentro ni Jesse amankwa wodi free asaman kese ene de obekoso ana yahwe se de enkwada no wo musuku kronim ene coronavirus bremu se de ahobambo no esi eko na yeto akase ebo no eso se de yedi kan ekan ye no ene Supreme Court akọ asetena ni nyina eye afimpinu ni aduonu aba yekọ ekokotu yeyi ene eho ensem no na se de enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama no ne 2 frank ama NDC amanyoku no wa hwe akeka ne nyoma si ani na one na manyoku nyina kopie mo Supreme Court se aba no se de esi call ye no nya de a wo mu agitum wo mu hu ne figures no nya de a ekoyie eno nti se de omode akwakotum ene se be ya ka Supreme Court emma enka nchira abato komisa no onyintum se ne figures no enye correct na se enye se de se ena wo ye no enti said ye won sem sisi ne yenko na yenko tie said ye ebi ekoso e wo Supreme Court
CI, which we will advise ourselves on once we have it, and I think that will guide the process of our recommendations in respect of the case management. The final thing I will say is that I think, as is fairly normal, we are quite happy to set down the issues that are arising from the petition and the respective answers and put that forward so that it is considered by council. I do not think that is a process that is easily done just on one's feet in a courtroom to try to determine what are the issues. I think that a normal process is perhaps for us as petitioners to put forward issues, and we are happy to undertake that with as much expedition as is consistent with the interests of justice.
Yes, my lords, we would seek further direction from the court whether the court wants us to raise our issues now or we should file a process. Because we...
Sorry. A process in what form?
Well, that
we want you to file issues so that we settle on it. Maybe by tomorrow.
Well, my lords.
Mr. Kutompa. Yeah. Mr. Chikata.
My lord.
Yeah, please, can you oblige us so that if...
My lord, I think tomorrow is a stretch because, one, I don't think we can respectfully do it by tomorrow because, first of all, respectfully, we are going to advise ourselves in respect of the ruling you've just made. We are going to take that into consideration because your ruling, as we heard it, seems to relate to the operation of CI 47. And so, since these processes of issues, they are not provided for in CI 127, the CI 99, they are not provided for in CI 99. There is no specific, so again, normally we would be guided by what happens in CI 47. But that's why we need to understand your lordship's ruling, and once we get it, I think we will know what steps to take. But I think tomorrow it will not be possible for us to submit.
Try to be a bit flexible, because if you look at the the operative rules. There's no provision for amendment, but we thought it is inherent in the court of law, to be very flexible, to allow amendments. But whatever it is, if tomorrow is not convenient to you, because we thought having settled the pleadings, at least you can unearth the issues, yes, by tomorrow, so that we set the, what do you call it, the case management in motion. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But if Thursday is acceptable, by Thursday we should be able to put.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Kutampa. Excuse me, please.
My lords, today was set up for case management, and all lawyers know that case management involves determining the issues for trial, and all of us should have been prepared for that. It is not acceptable that any counsel may suggest that when a date has been fixed for case management, especially in the circumstances of these proceedings where expedition is very paramount, to come to court and make an application that they should be given time to think about the issues. That is highly unacceptable.
Please, so, it was overtaken by events because there was an application which had to be determined.
No,
yes.
No.
And
my lords.
We adjourned. The court adjourns a matter. We adjourned it to today for pretrial.
Yes.
Case management.
Yes.
Then an application was filed.
Yes.
And we thought that it was prudent on the part of the court to take the application, and we've taken it. So if we adjourn it tomorrow, we hope that you can do us a favor and file the issues. Yes.
Very well.
Because we don't want to impose the issues on you, but ultimately it's the court which will have to consider the issues which parties have filed, so that we proceed on the common.
My lords, if we can take a cue from the precedent of the 2013 petition, this matter of issues to be tried was determined in open court. So it seems to me that if your lordships are directing that we come tomorrow for that, we should come and read out our issues, and for the court to take up the issues.
Okay.
Because filing these matters may take some further time.
If you prepare the one, you cannot meet at the registry. Sorry, file it at the registry.
We are ready.
Very well.
We are ready.
Unless we are just concerned that this matter be dealt with very expeditiously.
We are ready. We are ready.
My lords, I believe that I've indicated that it would not sacrifice expedition if we had until Thursday, because we also need access to a ruling that you've just delivered. Yeah.
let the issues for determination be filed by tomorrow before 9:30 a.m. The case is adjourned to 9:30 tomorrow a.m.
My lords, just for clarification, I believe that beyond the determination of the issues, all other issues of case management will be dealt with tomorrow. Yes, yes.
All rise.
All right, so the court has adjourned sitting till 9.
Abusafo ye to akase bono eso na ye ko tema ye sentwerefo ekokopie mu wo tema ye nim se enra ejo esukufo afiti ase na omo kwa kosua de ne toso mienu na wo mu eko tema ye nko na ye nhwe tema metropolis se de ehon so de no esi etie.
The additional expenses will help. Sanitizer nya de na ye top. An additional sanitizer, increased use of water. Increased use of waste near the paper towel, all these things in but some will say a idea necessary to fight this pandemic, because if we don't do it, not only in the school but the end result say you better lockdown. Now two schools the whole economy will suffer. Into waiting a very small sacrifice to ensure that we can continue business as we knew it.
I'm sure we have prepared enough. You can see that people are busy cleaning the place. Fortunately for us, the Tema Metropolitan Assembly too has given us some. They have painting the place for us because of the COVID. The market women were using this place for their sales. And when they left, they had to clean the place for us and they are painting the place. So that's why you see the place so busy like that. So we are fully prepared to start classes. You can see that students are trooping, the pupils are trooping in to take their positions and for us to start. We are very ready. We are very ready.
Well, that is his right, but that would not delay the trial. The courts have indicated quite clearly that tomorrow morning we are here for the pre-trial. Tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. we will be here. Indeed, just to let you know that we were ready and prepared with our issues, because the last time the court directed that there was going to be a pre-trial, every lawyer knows that when the case is adjourned for pre-trial or case management, you have to prepare your issues. And if you bring an application to court, you either know that the application will be granted or dismissed. So there is no need to wait for that to happen. Much more so when you filed your application just about 2:40 p.m. yesterday. What did you expect? So yes, the application has been dismissed. Whatever they do afterwards is their own business. But yes, the real case in court has now started.
Is your contention that they are delaying the process? We heard your colleague make that point that he wanted to be dealt with.
Well, what else could be further from the truth? We came to court when on the 14th. If indeed you wanted an application to be heard from the 14th that we came to court, we had an intervening period of a Friday. You wait until yesterday before you file the application for interrogatories. And even this morning, that was when they filed the request to produce documents. I mean, what I thought can be the reason for that? You can answer. What I thought can be the reason for that?
You suspect they are delaying?
I say what I thought can be the reason.
You tell me what you think, sir.
The court said that there should be expedition. The court said there should be expedition. So that answers your question. Okay? When the court has invited us to come for case trial and management, a pre-trial, it means that you have to have your issues before you come to court. Whether you have an application or not will depend on the ruling that the court gives. But that does not preclude you from coming to court with your issues. And that is exactly what they failed to do.
Very much. Thank you. And that was Mr. Frank Davis, who is one of the lawyers for the second respondent in this matter, President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Thank you very much, sir. And we'll be talking to
Ebusiana Supreme Court na yesan ko ya bra wo mu ewie ensenie enne no Womo sorry a lawyer for Emma MPP meche Nana Ado Dankwa Akosua Ado ena na womo ekasa ene eho ensem nyame adma ochina nonkron ombesan atenase atoa ensenie no eso ewo aba ekokoto no afimpinu ne aduonu yetoa kasebo no eso a UTV enhwehwemu a yede yano ekopie mu ewo osu na ensem no se de esi eti edan a yetimi asi awie a nyame adom kenkwada betimi akotena mu na wo masua de ne kame aye se yegya edan ne saa ma ewura ene enipa bi ena akotena tena mu anumpo no ye ma wo kwan ewo eho ba bia we aye 3-story 18 unit classroom block eno no watch 3 unit nursery block eka ho and face so ye ka ye si ene se de yesi aye no kwan no ahodo bebre edamu a enkwada betimi asua de achechefo benya ba bi atena amake makia we osu cluster of schools na chesenke no ebeboa enkwada no na wo mo efiti asiesi ye nka ne mampanyi mahama abreso Millennium City Schools project no na ehase no ehye AMA ase ne nyina no World Bank wo mo ena disika aba se yenhwe na yemfa ensi na sese uko osu Salem ho a eyade a edan si wo ye gyan ne saa na de ye ni kokko hu ye a enye kama no enye no ehomom ena nkwada no wa wo musua de ye hwe na ye si awie na sese mpanifo kɔ na ye kɔ bia no ma nkwada no so kokko tena musua de no so na ye boache bidin obi anye na adwen se wo kro na UTV nsentrofo bo moden se wo mo ne omanfo be kasa mo mo kire se hwe hwan ena emegina wo mekasa na ye ma mehunahuna ye ana ye metietie fa ahodie so no de ye nye na edan fefefe yi wose osu presby 2 boys day junior high school wo mo ena emfie 9 tamu atwamu ni wo mo de si dan na siesie aye ne kama se be ya mpanimfo behwe no mbe bia no aya asem na enkwada no yayi wo mo afiro ne ye de wo makotena enuadan mu na sa enuadan ya de wo mo akoyi se koba se nsuo to anase awia bi bo awiagede bi bo anase emframa bi etu a eya na ede papa ede mankwada no nenso se ye kasa de se ukwa edan ni si wo saa obi anye na dwen so okọ no akwa bia no ama enkwada na ba besua ade na eneyi a ye kasa coronavirus haje nsiripi ye hwe kwan ye befa so ye befa no afri asukufo enten no na edan sisi wo fefefe ne ese nkwada nkotena ntabodan mu no mu nsua de a na eno so sen na esiti enti we no ye bekoso aye de akire kofem sempanimfo betu ho anamo no ma ye bibidi afa won dan kama se esi won nkwada tenuadan mu de ebe ha adwene papa yensan emfa yani enche Supreme Court ho na yentie nsem a ekoso.
That really is surprising to a lot of us as lawyers, because basically what the court has done is to overrule its own decision in the 2013 election petition without according reasons as required by the Constitution and existing practice and precedent. We think that the court sidestepped the basic issues that were brought before it. We think that the issues were very relevant because they went they go to the meat, the integrity of the pleadings that were filed, that is the petition as well as the respective answers. And in fact, if you were listening, counsel for the first respondent did admit that our interrogatories were relevant, because he said that those interrogatories raised issues that had been answered by their answer as well as the answer of the second respondent. And so for us, relevance was key to the application that we brought. And we're very shocked that the court did two things. First of all, by sidestepping its own decision in the 2013 election petition, one, by a 9-member panel. Okay, that decision was cited by learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. Tachuchi Kata, to the court. And then secondly, by implying that there has been kind of an implicit amendment of CI 47 that we think is very I don't want to use strong language, but I think that it is legally unacceptable, legally untenable. So we have requested for the ruling of the court, and we have I told the court that we will advise ourselves with respect to the ruling.
Your colleague, Mr. Chikata, was asking for more time in order to get a ruling before the case proceeds. Is it your contention that this ruling potentially has an impact on the matter and how it proceeds?
That is so, and as he said, he indicated to the court that we're going to advise ourselves. So we'll look at the ruling more carefully in light of existing precedent, and then the statutes that were cited by the court itself, and then we will come back to the court to find, to determine whether or not we will ask the court to take a second look at its own, decision.
Your colleagues demonstrate the crucial issue of relevance in the first matter. They said you couldn't demonstrate the crucial issue of relevance.
No, we didn't need to even. I think that Mr. Chikata eloquently dealt with the issue of relevance. By, for instance, taking the court through, step by step, the relevance of each of the questions that we wanted the Electoral Commission, to answer. And then also, when Learned Counsel for the first respondent was on his feet, he himself pointed out quite clearly that the issues we raised were contained in their answer. And our application for interrogatories was basically to elicit answers that will lead to an expeditious determination of the matter, so that we don't have to take them to cross-examination and have a lengthy trial, as you saw in 2013. And that is why we wanted to narrow down the issues and make sure that, when we next time we are in court, we are dealing with very specific factual matters before the court.
We spoke to your colleagues on the other side. We spoke to your colleagues on the other side. They make the point that you don't need a ruling to proceed, and that they believe that you don't want an expeditious hearing.
No, we are committed to an expeditious trial. In fact, our application, on the contrary, was the one that was designed to lead to an expeditious trial. And we are very ready for this trial. They should not, they thought this was going to be a walk in the park. And what they saw today is just a tip of the iceberg. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And so we have been speaking with representatives of both parties, particularly the petition.
We enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama lawyer for enomo kana na wo wie kra no kire se ebia first respondent na ye na dwen se wo mu ba bedi agoranya agudie kra wo maboa wo mu ho e no mo ba enne de wo mu ye no kra de kokko kra ye nim se ye nkase ebomu no ye be chekere nsem ahodo ko e na se de nsem ni so ekonyina no lawyer TK owo ho a wo tie ono de onimu mra no obe kirekire mu na afa ye hunu se de esi ekro ye to akase ebo no eso a na Dr. Joseph Tambil wono ye medical director e wo Efian Kwanta Regional Hospital. Watch se wo mu hia aban moa ni nyina ne se koba se obi ewu e wo abontene na wo mu hwe na busuafo no mu hunu a ni atamamu no de abre wo mu ayaresabia ho na wo mu sika nkakra wo mu gege wo ayaresabia no a e na wo mu de ebo efunu no ho ban e wo fridge mu na koba sa e ma wo mu sika sam no kofom ti wo mu hia se aban e beba beboa wo mu entem so
yenim se Western Region ne hospital kese pa e wo ha na wo hwa bibia enye bia yen ena ye de brain enye say ye complaining mo but eyade a ye pe si ye de beto am na ye benya solutions bia ye de beboa ye bia na the me teacher na say one body bia ye behu efun bia behu ada bia om pagya ye Efian Kwanta no mo de brain yemfa na say obodanfo da baby oyare bia ha no saa we no mu nyina no obi antria ho nka nso ye hwe omo a ye use nduro na efidie ne ntini nyina no ye cost nti saa cost nyina o de hwe every year bia ye ska kese pa na saa we no edi eko ye IGF mu nti ama ye sika sam ya na problems e wo ho pa nti e yade ye de babo ti se na be ya se aban behwe na wa fa no se social protection mechanism na wotimi ari embezien for saskas se na eba staff no so se omo tayechi nti se na obi aye crowd se he ye ba adwuma we want to make sure that we satisfy our clients. Of course, once in a while mistakes na dey bebam and bibi sanso ba muma yen so that we can correct those mistakes. But as I say part there, it's a new dawn for Efian Kwanta. The staff, management, we are all committed ye pese ye sum ye sene be ya pum die western region ha ebe kon enim.
Afe yemfa yani enkyere Bono East na Bono East na caretaker minister owo Bono East onimunyamfo Kofi Amoakohene ede to adwadifo ene awofo bibia enim se protocols no yenhwe na yeni so na COVID-19 yade no enkoye afe de epeja ne mu pa Abra caretaker minister wo Bono East region onimunyamfo Kofi Amoakohene ene sentrofo ekasa no ena wo che say COVID-19 yade no yade a ebetimi aye obi bia yenya akwada na yenyi panyini enu ntie safatase yenyina ebebo ye ho ban na yabo ye busua enso ho ban o kire say wohwe medical director wo mantam ne mu ene nsama hodo a yede atu edwano a obeka ana obegina so hede aka kire mabunu ne obi bia se yenhwe ne protocols no so ne mo ho ban esanse se woba ne mantam ne mu a enipa 700 ene wo monya yade ne bia na se ye cases a ewo ho eno ene wo kire se obesre se obi bia nhwe no mo ne ho ban na saa nyoma we nyina ne timi boa ma wo bo wo ne wabusua so ho ban
mekoso asre yenuanu nyina nkanka school afo a broko ene ade ho de abane abo no modne pa na yeti mamfo he sabe am say yare hin kunku ye basabasa henti wa ma nipa nhyeda ensu nanso yare bo na wa nkunkura obo wikin for dache temesre dwemfo azukufo adwumayefo yenyina obe on se me nose mask me face mask kama always say side my dey home meneme nteme pesa atifo hunu nipa rokasa enti obia ma de niema nhye ya ide atufam yensa yenkoso hohoro yemfa abefo sanitizer anasa fidie adura bedi pepe wasa bensen enkoso enyusu na afenso sebe ade a ye freno face mask ya mede da we yemfa nkata yemi kama nene medical chairman ntia my media to because when you distance away from me and was zooming and return to him neminya anshe enti yen phone so nya
eno achi no okasa edefa aswafo aye ba beyi wonum anase ministry appointment no ho se omanfo nka wakomanto won yem na mampanyi akufo ado ano ankasa woninim die mu a obeyi amanfo a ombetimi aboa no aye adwuma no maye ne yie enu nti won nyina ntime ne yenhwe se de be ya yebenya ni papapa
sebe abane oto ne bo ase ansana wasettle down na ohwe yewura adodankwa akufo ado a the first ever president or set in a cabinet in the shortest possible time. Year 2016, year to Abahimia, echo 2017. And to me, Nisa Rosset in the government or a Bribia or a dinner. Now, what boom money after 4 years. And to me, there is a lot of reflections to make. And our boom compound, maybe home. Especially with Saba Yenso Behe, which are resources and Niemabia, even though while winning massively, whooping more than 500,000, and that's more than 500,000, on your victory Kitua, Nanso, Robahe or the 1 million a bay, and to me, decided to be Bebrema, the first Omampani here at the time.
Afeyenko Western North region na eho na ye kwakopie mu ewo camp 15 achechefo ni school nkwada wo mo ho kire se edan a wo mutim no bibia betimi asi na yensentro ni Kwabena Dixon eheda ko apro ede na ni ko twa wisi ko hwe se de esi etie na edan wei a nchanse atutu wei ena nkwada kwakotene mu akwakosua de pa de a ade kura mu timu sua ade dada ye be ne dai de no na wo mo stress company for ehwe nanka wo mo sidan bi ema wo no mo a anka be boa pa English and Arabic primary eno ye kam 15 we ye farming community anase ye kura akuafo nko a na omuwom e obia east mensinim e wo western north region wo mo sre aban ene obi bi obetimi abeboa se nwomesua de e boa papa na edan ya nkwada no betre masua de na bi ni ho no e ade bi a ehu bibia betimi asise nsuo to ehum tu a ebetimi e de oye ne bi aba ama ye de yensa hye yenum na ya kase yehunu ya nkan so na aka achiri enti Kwabena Dixon e hyeda nani ekoye kokohwe se de edan no esitie jese de e papa ne de ntabodan na nkwada no tim no ba ko ne de ensuo to a ebetimi ahwe ama ye ka ebebuagu ama edo how kese aba ye ko amanoni ensemu ana Uganda minor so wo mo kyese aba wo mo kokoto ye no US minor edo wo ma no ebe forifori mu ama abato no watwi kakra abemu ye nyina we so na ye nya aboafo nkrato emra ye ba agudie mu nsem to aso